Alright, everybody, welcome back to Dialar's Tactics. In this video, we're going to be tackling the other boss in the Seal Temple, that being Cernunnos, aka Cinnamon. Alright, so in this video, we're going to teach you how to beat Cinnamon. It's not that difficult, really. There's nothing really crazy about the tactics needed to beat this guy. So, Cinnamon here, he's, like I said, he's one of the bosses in the Seal Temple. He does give you the all-important, what are these, the passive skill leveling materials. Passive skill up materials. It's the stuff that helps you level your passive skills. So, you know, he's in here, but you are going to face Cinnamon in, I do believe it's story mode. So let's go look at story mode. And the mechanics are the same. I think he was in chapter 5-7. Let's go look at normal. 5. Yeah, 5-7. So he's the mid story boss. Alright, so we're just gonna use the Seal Temple boss as our baseline though, because the mechanics are the same. So let's see. First of all, what are the majority of people bringing in to beat this guy? Well, Merlin, Gillian, Morgan, and Bedivere. So really, there's only one free-to-play hero in here, that being Morgan. When I did it in story mode, I did it with Turin as my healer. I did it with Tristan as my damage dealer, Morgan, and then I think I used Arthur because I had him develop. But if you had Kay would probably be a lot better in this fight. But for the Seal Temple, you're going to need a little bigger, heavier hitters. Although I shouldn't say that. I'm sure if you have really well-developed single target damage dealers like Kay, you'll be able to push up pretty far in this dungeon. Who else? Yeah, see, it's really all just Morgan, Gillian, Merlin, and then they even have Ain down here at the bottom, which I find odd. So, not very free to play friendly, I am sorry to say. So you see, I can complete it. Now, it's not, for me, it's not consistently 100% yet. Let's just click on this and see. What does the game recommend you bring in? So you want to remove debuffs. So yeah, these are good. Nothing ideal though for, you know, because this is a 3-stage fight. You know, if you don't, you're gonna need a healer, so you don't really want 2 healers. Ain, I think she doesn't have enough damage output. She doesn't have any healing. I don't think so. Now they're trying to say bring in heroes that give you protection, like Guinevere, but again, then you're at a DPS loss. Or remove abnormal status. Now here we go. This is where and why everyone is using Gillian, because in the, I think it's the beginning of the 3rd phase or sometime in the 2nd phase, he is going to land down a whole bunch of bad stuff. And then when he does, your characters are going to kill themselves. So if you have someone like Gillian, who I do believe it's her passive that removes the first couple of instances of abnormal status passively, that's really, really great. Bodwin, again, you're not going to want to bring him. He's just a tank. Really, you really need set pieces in this, and I think a tank or Ain is just going to handicap you in other areas that you need. So that's what the game recommends. Let's just get into it, and we'll run the fight. So this is my team. Since I find that it is a little bit of a damage check, like a DPS check, you know, keep in mind, I have a Chivalry 9 Bedivere that is, you know, fairly developed. He's not maxed yet, but he's fairly developed. And then, you know, my Morgan's really good. My Gillian's really good. And the reason why, you know what, to tell you the truth, I don't know why I like using Sergius. Like, once he gets that mark off, it's usually gone right away because the boss is going to take a turn, it's going to disappear. I don't know why I like him. I just do. So we're going to run him. So here we go. We're going to use all 3. You know, this dungeon also shares its chances or its daily instances of 5 with the other boss, the Mark of the Apocalypse, the crotch boss. So like I said in that video, I do recommend that you use 3 on Cinnamon and then 2 on Crotch every day. And that's how you should split your Seal Temple runs each day. So let's get into this fight, and we'll show you what to do. So, first of all, very, very important, you're going to want to target the legs. Luckily, Morgan targeted this leg right here. You can't see it underneath my head, but it is the left leg, or the right leg. So, generally, this is how I have my team set up skill rotation-wise. Morgan, of course, her S2 is the most important one that she's ever going to do. Jillian, S2 as well, attack gauge reduction and healing. Although she doesn't really... I find that I don't think, other than phase 1, once he gets into phase 2, I've noticed that he can't be, the main body at least, can't be manipulated attack gauge-wise. And that's also why I thought I liked Sergius, because he puts a mark on, and if it has a mark, when he does his S3, he removes turn meter. And then Bedivere, what does Bedivere do? He's here to do what he always does, just slap. So here's my skill order rotation. Now, what you're going to want to do is once you target a leg, you're just going to keep on that leg. So I'm going to target this one over here with Bedivere. Let's just go over here with Gillian. And you can't see it because it's underneath my head, but I am attacking that right leg. And it's going to go down right. Well, not right now. Bedivere's got to get another hit. Let's just do one little love tap to get rid of it. Okay, and there you go. So now he's on his knees, right? Now he's bowing before us. And now I'm just going to put it on auto because he's never going to get up from this, because in this phase, he is susceptible to attack gauge manipulation, which is what Jillian and Morgan are here to do, and Sergius, if he can get a mark on. So here, let's just put it on auto now. Target the boss. This is a non-elemental type boss, like Penvid, like Crotch. So the type of elements you bring in, or the type of heroes, or the elemental affinity of the hero you bring into this fight, isn't going to make any difference. It's just a base damage modifier element-wise. So away we go, and you see that we are reducing the attack gauge. And once he goes down, you know, if your heroes are big enough, beefy enough, he's probably never going to get up again. So here we go. Stage 1, done. In the books. So target leg, target body. Now, you're just going to target the boss. So there's, like I said, there's 3 phases. This is phase 2, where he's going to have his right tendril and his left tendril up. And then once you get to his 50% right there, he's going to bring up, I think it's left arm and right arm. I recommend, I know I've heard some guides that say you should target an arm. I think you should just go straight for the boss. So we're going to target the boss. And you see Bedivere, he just knocked off a third of his health. Sergius, you know, Sergius does his AoE and he almost has full attack gauge again. So now he's marked. So now, normally when a target is marked, we can manipulate their turn meter with that, but we can't. I don't think that Cinnamon in this phase is susceptible to attack gauge manipulation. So why am I bringing Sergius? I don't know. Once I get him, and whoa, pause. Right there. You can see it just disappeared. Rewind if you need to, but that ability was the one that put down the negative status effects, and he targeted Sergius. Now, if you didn't have Jillian, and say he targeted Bedivere, well, now your Bedivere might hit somebody else. He might just do some stupid things. He's just going to screw up and mess up your run. That's why Jillian is so important. So there you go. There you saw it. That's why an abnormal status immunity type character is very important. So now we're in phase 3. As you see, it's right arm, left arm. Now this phase, you saw that... Ooh, big hit, big hit. So I paused it again, stopped it again. Why? Because... Phase 1 and Phase 2, we stayed relatively really healthy. Like, we barely moved, or our health bars barely moved, barely budged. But once you get to this phase, he's going to hit really hard. So if your characters aren't 6-starred, aren't awakened fully enough, if their relics aren't 6-star, not awakened fully enough, you might not survive this fight because you just don't have the raw HP to survive his attacks. So keep that in mind. Just keep going at it. Keep building up your heroes. Come back. You know, try again every couple days to progress one more stage. And even with my characters like this, first of all, I don't pass it every time. And secondly, if I miss a hit, it might just go south. You see, I'm almost dead. Of all my heroes, you know, Bedivere is on his last legs, and he's gonna do this big hit, and he just killed me. So this run might not happen. I think I need about two more hits in with good old Sergius, and I'm not gonna get it. See? So yeah, not 100%, but that's the fight. So let's try it again. We're just gonna let it run through without me pausing it. So target left leg or right leg, whatever you want. Boom. And now he's down on his knees. Now we're just gonna go at him. So that's how close 10 is for me. Down to just if he kills my Bedivere on that last big attack that killed him, if he kills him on that one, I'm done. If I can like get a little bit more attack meter, like I think if I had Sergius's flame relic that gives 60% attack gauge to all allies, this would be a walk in the park. But that takes time. First of all, you got to get Sergius from the arena shop, and then you have to save up clan shop tokens to buy his flame relic. So let's go again here. So, and also with Bedivere, every so often he does some more hits. So if he targets just the main body of the boss over and over again with those extra hits, then it goes off without a charm. If he's just targeting everywhere other than the boss, like there, he targeted the right tendril, you know, that's going to set us back a little bit. So, other than that abnormal status, which is going to be coming here shortly, I think, right there, Rising Fear. So what's he going to do? We got Poison, a Fear over here on Jillian, which, you know, I don't think she cleanses herself, so she's going to miss her next attack. That's what Fear does. Oh, alright. Well, I guess she still healed us. Other than that mechanic and the kill a foot mechanic, not a whole lot of mechanics. It's just a straight up gear check. Just do you have the raw numbers to power through this guy? So should you bring in another damage dealer other than like because Sergius isn't a damage dealer, he's a support. If I had a better damage dealer, would this fight be a lot easier? Maybe. Because once again, Bedivere is almost dead. Everyone, Morgan is almost dead. So, oh, and Morgan died of shame. Don't kill Betty. Don't kill Betty. Don't kill Betty. Ooh, and dead. See? That's what, let's see. I did it. I did it. It's consistent enough that I'm always going to try 10. Once I get, you know, if I get Jillian's Frost Relic where it's AoE heals, if I get Sergius's Flame Relic where he's giving my team attack gauge every time he goes, then it's automatic, right? Automatic. So what did I get? I got 15 snake passive skill up tokens, which is good because those are the ones I want. I just spent some on my Sigrun. So ladies and gentlemen, that's about the fight. That's the Cinnamon boss. Now, if we go look, so what is the minimum level that you need to do to get the legendary tokens? It looks like, just like Crotch, it's 5. So you should, once you get this dungeon open, just push. Once you get 5 down, shoot for 5 as your goal. And then anything past that is just extra gravy on top, right? These are considered, what, the end game or end game dungeons because they unlock so late. But they're not really that difficult. Well, Crotch can be difficult if you don't have Gwen. But, you know, Cinnamon is just, like I said, over, like I repeatedly, he's just a gear check. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the fight. The word of the day, of course, has to be Cinnamon. Because it's fun to say. Argue with me. You to lose. Cinnamon's just one of those words. It's like salsa. It's just fun to say. So, the word of the day is Cinnamon. Put that down in the comment section below. That'll let me know that you've made it to the end of this video. Lastly, time for the spiel. I am part of the Netmarble Content Creator Corps. The link for the support page is in the description of this video. Only support me if you like my style. If someone else is more entertaining, by all means, go support them. I don't have any codes to give away yet. I just submitted my first mission, so if you want codes, if you want like codes now, you might want to go follow one of the big guys because they get all the goodies. But if you like me and you're willing to let this take a little bit longer, I'll try to do you good. All right, so thank you all for that. Thank you to the 4 people that have supported me already. That's about it. So word of the day is cinnamon. Till next time, everybody. Cheers, peace. Bye-bye.